Today's guest has not only survived, he has thrived in the Dubai real estate industry. He's a veteran with more than 22 years experience in the Dubai real estate industry. And what fascinates me is not just the real estate part that he brings to the table, and we're going to share that with you, but behind the scenes, he's a humble leader, a family man, a man of purpose. I want to go deep and unravel the layers that makes this person who he is today. All right, guys, with me, welcome Syed Irshad. MashaAllah. Thank you very much for being here.
Thank you, Fahd. Thank you for inviting me. It's lovely to be here, and I look forward to your questions now.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
We're going to have a good discussion. I want it to be very frank because a lot of people can get inspired by your story.
Yep.
So let's start once upon a time, 20 years ago, 25 years ago, how you came to Dubai.
Yeah.
And then how you stepped into Dubai real estate, and you've seen the beginning. What was the ambition? Was it clear? Start from the start.
Well, frankly, I never had a plan to be in Dubai. It just happened that a few things happened in my family. My mom passed away. And after that, my sister was getting married. So I was here only for a very short period of time, like 21 days to be precise.
This is 2099?
Yeah, late 99. So I have to be back in India for the marriage. So I came and I saw things happening in Dubai, try to find a job of my experience. And then I went back to India.
Okay.
Luckily, a couple of companies called me back. So in one of them, I've decided to join. So I was back in Dubai in 2000. And then I worked here for 4 years before moving to real estate.
Okay.
And my journey for real estate started in 2005.
MashaAllah. Very early days.
Yeah, it was 15th May 2005. I joined real estate of Dubai. And that was probably one of my dream in Dubai, that I want to work for a corporate.
Okay.
Which will give me a certain kind of platform.
Okay.
I was always very fond of working for good companies where I can, get up early morning, use my enthusiasm to work with. So I think I was at the right time, at the right place.
MashaAllah.
And alhamdulillah, I'm so happy that I'm still around.
Yeah, MashaAllah. You say you're still around. When you started back in 2005, nobody knew where this industry was going to go.
Yeah.
Some people said it's going to the moon in a rocket ship.
Yeah.
But there wasn't clarity. So throughout that journey, has there been times when you were doubtful, self-reflecting? कि यार क्या कर रहा कर क्या रहे हैं यार?
Not at all. See, in terms of my own personal growth, I would say my personal goals and achievements, I was pretty sure that what I wanted from the day one when I joined. And yes, there were a lot of challenges because once you're new to an industry, you have no proper experience in Dubai. Back in India, I worked for timeshares and all.
Okay.
But the basics are same. When you sell something, end of the day, you're selling.
Right.
When you're a good sales guy, I believe you can sell anything. So I had that, sales DNA in me where I was a very good closer in terms of closing deals and all.
Okay.
So that I really applied, and then I took it forward from there. And I enjoyed every moment of it.
Do you think that closing comes naturally to you, or is it something that you learned along the way and you became better at it?
You have to learn it because there's so many things which you get learn on a daily basis. A lot of people inspires you. A lot of different styles of closing deals. A lot of takeaways. You know what I mean when you talk about sales. I can't say everything on the camera, otherwise people will not meet me afterwards.
Why? Why do you think?
No, but you have to be smart in terms of. Dubai real estate is very simple. It's not a rocket science. I always say this. We have seen a lot of success stories all around. People have made a lot of money here, and it's a journey, beautiful journey where a lot of dreams are coming true. And I think we are very fortunate to be here in this part of the world, which is always something new to learn on a daily basis.
Alhamdulillah. Let's talk about those early days.
Yeah.
When the market was finding its feet, how did you survive and then thrive in the earlier days of real estate? मतलब शुरू में तो it wasn't easy for people to know ना दुबई में क्या हो रहा है, why they should invest.
Yeah.
उन दिनों के जरा कुछ stories बताएं.
See, when I joined, I was the only newcomer in the entire team.
Okay.
And, that was kind of, And I had a lot of competition internally within the team itself, and obviously the external. There were not many developers like what we have at the moment, but there were big developers were already there, and there were small developers as well. So for me, the challenge was to start my score in terms of selling, which I started from the first month of my joining, which was really good. And then I started exploring a lot of new opportunities wherever I go, wherever I see people. Started building my network, because one thing I've learned in real estate, whatever you do, it's not getting wasted. I mean, if you meet anyone, if you have a contact, if you meet any source of your leads, your clients, you always have, repetitive people will come back and meet you. So you have to be a people's man. You have to be, meet and greet people, have a good PR, and people will come back and meet you.
Did you choose real estate or real estate chose you?
Well, initially, I think I chose real estate, and later on the real estate started choosing me.
Real estate is not letting you go.
Yeah, because I love this. I love this part of my job. I cannot do anything else apart from selling real estate at the moment. If you ask me to move into some other industry, no, it's not. And this is the best part, that this industry gives you a lot.
Right.
And I definitely say real estate is my first priority, first love in terms of sales. And I'm really enjoying it.
It's in your DNA.
Yeah. 100%.
इरशाद भाई वो बताएं, जब शुरू के दिनों में रोड शोज आप लोग करते थे, you would do road shows to other countries.
Yeah.
And a lot of people think that it was very easy to sell in 2005 or 2006 because there was this boom, everybody was coming to buy. But what they don't understand is the people on the floor, the sales floor, or with the big developers, you had your own challenges.
Yep.
To walk me through those challenges of the earlier days.
Selling real estate back in 2005, 6, 7 was not easy. I would say that today it's very easy to sell, right? Because those days there was no regulatory authority, there was no RERA, there is no Dubai Lands Department in terms of having regulations on a lot of things in market, escrow accounts and all. So security-wise, now we are in a better shape. We know what we're doing. Compared to those days.
The client knows what he's getting. It's easier.
And the best part is now the golden visa, which is a big help to sell a product in Dubai, which is a real estate.
Right.
Most of the people coming from different parts of the world are actually buying for the golden visas as well. Back in India, golden visa is a wow thing. People like taking it for a prestige kind of a thing, or a plan B, or a second residency. So it's very clear now. Now, going back to 2005, 6, 7, these are the 3 years before the actually recession hit the market.
The global financial crisis.
Yeah, exactly. Those days we had prices which are, I can say, in some areas double from now.
Right, yes.
Right? I mean, there was 5,000 dirham per square feet in downtown.
Yes.
6,000, even 7,000.
Yes.
And there were properties, because there was no control and everyone was launching, and there was no escrow account. So developers are launching at the prices whatever they want, and the payment plan follows, which are not in line what we have at the moment. So it was never too easy compared to now. But again, talking about the roadshows and all, roadshows is not easy at all. People, they think that the first thing when you meet anyone, they say, let's plan some roadshows and activities.
Right.
I've been to hundreds of roadshows all over the world, and I know how difficult it is to get the right clientele, and how easy it becomes when you meet the right people as well.
Right.
It's
how
all
was
different.
You've had some interesting roadshows in Africa, all over the world.
I've started roadshows when I joined real estate in Dubai with Kenya, which is East Africa.
Okay.
Kenya, Tanzania, Uganda. Then I moved towards the West Africa, which is Nigeria, Ghana.
Okay.
Then South Africa, Durban. We have done many events. Zambia and some central parts.
Okay.
My team.
Africa's in your blood.
Oh, I love Africa.
Yeah.
I mean, there's so much in Africa where, there are so much money as well in terms of, resources. Plus, they have all the resources. So what I've learned in Africa is, like, when you go and meet them, you become very good friends with them.
Right.
Your friendship is more stronger. Your contacts become more stronger when you actually go and visit their country and you meet them. So that's how I got into a lot of, countries where I met a lot of good friends, good investors. And we did records in terms of sales. We had the maximum sales coming from West Africa.
But was it challenging or was it easy? Was it easy? People would just flock to you guys to buy property in Dubai back in before 2008, or was it a challenge?
See, I would say it's kind of a challenge, but it was not that difficult initially because the market was still good, and people were like interested in buying in Dubai, investing here because the rents were very high that point of a time. What happened is, a lot of companies started going to Africa, and it became some companies were not, serious in terms of doing the business.
Right.
Brought a lot of bad reputation to the real estate of Dubai. But now I think that's more or less is gone at the moment.
MashaAllah.
But yes, even gets you a lot of good clients. But you have to be very consistent. It's not that you just go at one place and then you close 50, 100 million dirhams and come back. It's not happening. It used to happen long back. We did many times like that, but it has changed.
You have to be consistent.
You have to be consistent.
How did you weather the storm, the global financial crisis of 2008?
Well, when it started, no one knew that what's going to happen. But
Yes.
The situation was really bad. We all know this.
Yeah.
So the sales were slow down.
Right.
A lot of off-plan properties, in terms of value of the property,
Yes.
were not the value was not established because there's nothing to compare at that point of time. I
Right.
remember. So we started moving clients from project A to B to
Right.
we did a lot of consolidations, and we managed. Alhamdulillah, everything was good, and we come back with the good motivation out of it.
Alhamdulillah. How do you keep yourself passionate every day? 22 years in the industry. Huh? Are there new challenges that you face every day?
Well,
it's
frankly,
repetition.
Fahd, if you ask me these questions, I still feel that I'm very new.
Acha,
Right.
MashaAllah.
Which I feel like still have to learn a lot of things. I've not achieved what I wanted, because when you gauge yourself, you have your own set benchmarks which you want to be on certain level. Maybe in your view, maybe it's there, but for me, still there are a lot of things which I keep visualizing it every day that I have to be on that level, or I have to be on that gauge of certain volume of sales.
Right.
You have your own personal goals on it.
Right. How do you define success for yourself? Has it been changing over the last many years, or have you always be very clear about success for yourself?
See, for me, success means, I do believe it's a numbers game, but as long as I'm satisfied and happy, I'm successful. I think I've done most of the things in Dubai real estate, if anyone can do or achieve.
Yes, MashaAllah.
Right? I mean, even back of the mind, if you call me 2:00 in the night about anything, I know what is
Yes.
the client's requirement, or where the problem is, what's the marketing and all. So we know the game. So it doesn't, push me more towards the numbers and all at the moment, but more towards the quality work. This is what I feel like, now my way of gauging my work is to be with the right brokers, to be with the right
Team.
companies, getting structures, good deals, where the neat and clean real estate, where this is what we want. So I feel like, I'm happy with it.
You obviously lead a team and you mentor them as well.
Yeah.
How do you relate to your team on a human level?
Of course, yeah.
How do you do that?
See, most of the people with whom I worked in Dubai, especially where I'm working at the moment and wherever I worked in past, they're all my best friends, family friends. They're like brothers. 95% of them, I can say. The 5% is always a chance.
You can't be loved by every.
Yeah, but even if you reach 90% is a big number.
Yes, mashallah.
Right? I mean, even if you have 50-50, I think it should be okay. But I think I passed more than 50. I'm into towards 90s. But yes, you always have some people, But yeah, I'm at the level where I can even, I mentor them like my younger brothers, my family, friends. But there is also the certain parameters, which you shouldn't cross. But
Right.
and then you have to get your work also done.
Mashallah.
So we've been doing it. I think so far so good. It's fine.
Alhamdulillah. I think the fact that you've been with one organization for so long speaks a lot. Been in an industry where people change a lot.
Yeah.
How do you maintain that long-term relationship for yourself? of the loyalty, the staying with them. How do you feel about that? Do you feel that that's like the best thing, or did it just happen to you? Because most people in Dubai real estate, they change. 3 years, 4 years, 5 years later, they change.
Yeah, absolutely. Because you hardly see any people here who worked for a decade in real estate in one company.
Yes.
Right? Or maybe 5 years. If someone worked for 4 years or 3 years, it's like, wow.
Yes.
It's something really nice. But yeah, see, my one of the most, I think, which is a good thing in me, I don't look at others, what people are doing.
Okay.
I consider myself what I am supposed to do, what I'm doing, whether I'm completing the job assigned to me. Because then, if you start comparing with people, this is where you go a lot of negative things. And then you start looking for change, or you become greedy.
Yes.
Offers do come a lot.
Of course.
But, with the right company, I feel it's always good to be more seriousness in the business. And, I enjoyed all my life, all my tenure.
Is that how you were growing up as a child as well? You were always focused on your own thing, not looking at others and just your own path? Or did that develop later in life?
I think it developed later in the life because, the circumstances, your needs, your situations push you towards it. So, and even I feel now in last 2 to 3 years, I've changed a little bit more.
More.
Yeah, I think more wiser.
More wise.
Or
more wisdom,
more wisdom. Or I'm clear now, maybe not like before.
Okay.
But yes, it keeps changing from time to time. So I think I'm getting better towards good, slightly better.
MashaAllah. Brother Irshad, this industry is a lot of bling.
Yeah.
There's a lot of material.
Yeah.
And it's around us. And it also, the way we work, it gives us access to the material wealth as well.
Yeah.
How do you keep yourself grounded? Is it family, spirituality? Yeah, सारे मजे ले लिए.
नहीं,
तो अब हम grounded हो गए.
It's a
enjoyed life.
It's a combination of all.
Okay.
Right? I will be wrong if I say that I'm not on the other side of it, or I'm too conservative and all. No, everything is clear. Yeah. I had my share. When I was single, I did enjoy my life here in Dubai.
Right.
Within certain parameters, certain restrictions and all. When you are always surrounded by that, it will not attract you anymore.
Right, yes.
Like when you're new, maybe it attracts you a lot. But when you are a part of it, and when you are on the mainstream line of the real estate, it's a daily business for you. You see a lot of people coming, a lot of people, your clients, your brokers. So it's become, you're a part of it. So it will not affect you unless you want to be there.
Right.
And you want to do things which is out of the way.
Right.
So it's all up to your personality, how you take it.
MashaAllah. Let's talk about you're known as a family man, somebody who's grounded. How do you maintain that balance with spirituality, with being a family person as well? How do you, because real estate is demanding. As you said, if you call me at 2 a.m.
Yeah.
So I guess you get calls still at 2 a.m.
Yeah, still get, see, it happens. We see the real estate in Dubai, from morning to evening, you cater to your local contacts.
Yes.
Your 7 to 8, it's for European clients, 7, 8, 9, 10.
Yes.
Then 10, 11, 12 till 1 or 2, maybe US, Canada, someone will call you.
Right.
Or someone will definitely send you a WhatsApp, most of it on a WhatsApp. So, you see, it's wrong to say that we have a very good life, we are balancing it, your life balance, work and all. It's not happening, frankly.
Okay, mashallah. Let's be honest.
Let's be honest.
Yes.
I mean, if someone says, no, I want a perfect life, and you are in Dubai and a part of Dubai lifestyle in the real estate, sorry, it's not possible.
Right.
Because to reach that level of, paramount, you have to go through a lot of things. It's not easy. If you ask any guy who's very successful in Dubai real estate, he will not say that I'm relaxed, I'm enjoying my life, and not real estate, any industry.
Yes.
Right? People give a lot to achieve. And
if you want to play the game at that level.
Yeah. You have to sacrifice a lot of things, which we have all done it.
Right.
I used to travel to Africa when my wife was alone, she was pregnant. I've done it many times. All the time she was supporting me. I used to go and do cold calls in Ghana. I remember I used to go to the factories and meet guys when things were very slow in Dubai.
ये कौन से years में?
This was post-recession.
Acha. So when you guys are trying to pick up the market
Yeah,
again, we're talking 2009?
Yeah. So
Allahu Akbar.
very few people must have done the cold calls with the real estate.
No, the
because
funny thing is, you're doing cold calls while you're in Ghana.
Yeah.
तो गाना से बैठ के उन लोगों को कॉल कर रहे हैं कि come.
I used to go, I had a lot of friends in Africa at that point of time and still have. So these guys, I used to call them and ask them to take me to the people who can afford to buy a Dubai real estate. So these guys, they know people. So they used to call and say, let's go. My friend is here from Dubai. He wants to see you.
Right.
So I used to go, introduce myself and meet them and say, okay, buy something in Dubai.
Wow.
Yeah. So obviously I'll have to listen to their stories first. And then
because this is after the global financial crisis, so a lot of them are telling you, my neighbor lost money, my this happened, my that happened.
But we sold.
MashaAllah.
So that actually kept me as Irshad in the business,
right?
Which used to get sales. Yeah.
This is like, this is being very resilient. Unki country mein jaake cold call karna, not even from Dubai. So this is really good.
Fahd, let me tell you, you'll be very surprised. We used to sell the properties in the flight.
MashaAllah.
It happened a couple of times that we were traveling domestically in Africa from city A to B.
Okay.
And someone sitting next to us. And that person, we feel that he can afford a property in Dubai. We actually close the deals.
Really? Huh?
Yeah.
Allahu Akbar.
So, I mean, you go through a stage in your life where you want to sell, you can easily sell. The selling, it becomes easy to you and you know how to judge your clients. And also we went through that phase and we closed.
Give us some personal sales tips, not the ones that are in the books for other people, but give us your personal Syed Irshad's sales tips.
You have to be honest with the client.
Okay.
But we salespeople, I'll tell you the quality we have. We don't lie and we don't give 100% truth as well, right? You have to balance it. But real estate, you have to have a full honesty, right? As long as you give a proper solution to your clients, the clients will come back to you. So I think my advantage of selling was somewhere getting very in a zone of trust with the client. People, they do trust me. Alhamdulillah, Allah's grace. Like people, they still they trust me a lot. So that factor takes you to a different level, especially when they're managing all their funds and all. So they look forward for someone who is wise, intelligent, smart enough to handle those funds. So we met, fortunately, that so many high net worth individuals while we travel, when we go to Africa or any part of the world, even Europe. These guys become our clients. They keep buying from us all the time. So I think it's more your personality, your individual charisma, which brings you a lot of clients.
I think what you've just told us is, after your 22 years and all of the time you spent, is build the trust.
Yep, absolutely.
And solve their problem. Give them a solution.
The client, even today, I'm in touch with a client who bought the first apartment from me in 2005.
MashaAllah.
Right? So that's the thing, because when you sell something, they should understand that there's someone on your back.
Right.
If you go back to them, they'll take care of it.
After sales.
After sales
for 20 years.
Yeah. And I try even today that whenever all my old clients comes, make sure that they get a handover. If I need to be there, I go with them. If I need to send someone from my team to be with them, I used to take care of that as well.
MashaAllah.
Not only that with the client, but also with the brokers, because brokers are bread and butter for us in terms of generating the business. So even with brokers, I go out of the way to get things done for them.
MashaAllah.
Some of them are happy. Some of them, they feel they steal more. But end of the day, you can't keep everyone happy. So we try our best to
do our best,
live up to their expectations.
One more thing you said about, trust and being honest.
Yeah.
Which is very interesting. Now, is that the way you were born and raised? Is that to do with your religion, spirituality? Like, I want to be honest with the people. Where does that come from within you?
Absolutely. See, Alhamdulillah, I'm born in a Muslim family. My family is quite conservative in terms of religion.
Okay, mashallah.
So my major influence on me since my childhood days was my grandfather.
Okay.
When I was a kid.
Okay.
So we learned all the good things when we were as kids. Then later on, my mom and my dad, my father and my mother played a very big impact on my brought up. We were taught right things at the right time.
Right.
Then, of course, my elder brother, he was a source of strength to me all the time. So even he was here in Dubai when I moved for a short period of time.
MashaAllah.
So he was always there to help me whenever I had problems in my life. And then, obviously, once I get married, my wife and my daughters, they are the pillar of strength. So I think everyone has got their own part they played
Right.
in my life. Because of them, I'm here. Because of them, I was probably, I would, maybe you call me a successful in terms, maybe I am, maybe I'm not. I don't know. That's up to you to judge it. But yeah, I think whatever I did so far in my life, it was not possible without the support of my family. And of course, the religion plays a major role here because that will make you a good man
Right.
with your deeds.
Gives us discipline, gives you discipline.
And all, spiritually. So I try to pray, but the schedule for us sometimes are really. I try my best, whatever I can.
Right.
Yeah.
There's the real estate pressure. There's the family pressure. Like they want their time as well. How do you find time for yourself?
Frankly,
For your health, for your walk, for your exercise.
Yeah, you see, family pressure in terms of my family life, my wife was always supporting me. She knows that this is not an easy job. It's a 24/7, very demanding. You have to travel, you have to go, you have to be with the team, you have to attend. There's so many weekends you're out, you're not home. So I managed that. But the problem happens when your kids started growing up.
Right.
They don't understand these things. So I'm in a stage where my daughter sometimes she nags that Dada, you're not home or whatever. So I'm a salesman end of the day, so I know how to handle those things.
Right.
So far it's good.
Okay.
And I get all the support from my family.
How do you balance life for yourself, your health, your own personal time? Do you have personal time?
I try to take out some personal times, but again, my personal times now when I go home, it's with the kids.
Okay.
Like a couple of hours before they go to the bed.
Teak.
And then I just go through some. Now Netflix is there and all.
Okay.
I probably sometimes go on a walk
MashaAllah.
for an hour and all. So that's all I can do at the moment. But yeah, weekends I try to balance it. But I take proper vacations thrice a year. So at least I can spend a
How
week
long
with-
are your vacations generally?
It depends. Like, I usually split like a week to 10 days,
Okay.
3 to 4 times, or at least 2 to 3 times a year.
Okay.
But I make sure that I spend time with them, which is very important.
Very good.
Because I don't want them to have complaints later on, because these are the things which
These are important. Yes.
things in your life.
So for those listening, you've already said from a personal perspective, there's no balance. Lekin, chalo phir bhi give some advice to those who are new into real estate. They're finding the pressure too much. How do they find time for themselves?
Well, first of all, there are two parts of it. First, those who are new to the real estate. What I've seen lately now, a lot of people are moving to Dubai and they think that they will be successful within a fraction of a second. They don't have patience. And to reach that level, they do all the wrongdoings. This is wrong. So I've trained a lot of people. A lot of them are even heading companies today in Dubai, some big companies. And I used to tell them always that, your first 3 to 6 months in Dubai in real estate will actually decide your career and future in Dubai. This will make your break. Because if you give up or if you get into any sort of negativity, you will never be successful in a proper real estate environment, right? So it's organic. It's no rocket science that all of a sudden you'll become. But at least now, the basic difference, if you look at it, we used to travel all over the world to meet the client just to have an appointment. Today, social media is on boom. I mean, you get all the clients at your fingertips, right? And you need to handle them in a right, proper way. So it's pretty easy compared to those days.
20 years ago.
Yeah, 20 years ago, like 15 years ago. So they should take an advantage of it. The second thing is your question. Can you just...
How would they balance their life? Pressure itna. So much pressure. Work 24 hours.
Yeah.
How do they balance?
See,
Health ko kya kare?
You have to take out time. You have to take your time, spend time on yourself, invest in yourself. We all did a mistake in one point of time. We ignored it. I ignored it. I mean, for me, there was nothing else apart from work. But now I learned that And it's also an advice to the new guys here, like, you have to spend a proper time to look after yourself. Exercises, gyms is very important at this point of time. Invest in yourself. Get some more. Get some courses which will benefit you in terms of your personality, your activity.
Right.
It's very important because you have to keep updated yourself. To read more, to learn more about Dubai, to learn more about the government policies here. This will all help you.
MashaAllah.
So, and then coming back to the point, yes, they have to take out time for their personal agendas and all.
You've been part of the industry for a very long time, so it's very good to ask you, what do you see on the horizon for the next 10 years?
See, Dubai is booming, we all know, and this will continue, right? A lot of ultra luxury products will come in the market. A lot of new master development will come. There's a new breed of investors who are ready to pay any amount of money to buy something which will satisfy them.
Which they need.
Yeah,
They will pay anything what they want.
they want. Yeah, there are a lot of innovative projects are in Dubai, which is in World Island as well, which is in the mainland as well. So next 10 years is very exciting for us. We are lucky again, as I said before, that we are a part of it. A lot of new
Alhamdulillah.
projects are coming up. I think there are developers will also go for low housing projects as well, because there's a lot of demand for it coming up. A lot of people are moving to Dubai with so many changes are happening. I think it's going to flourish a lot.
What do you think is the next big thing that investors should be looking out for or paying attention to?
In terms of locations?
Location, property type, asset type.
See, Dubai land is doing extremely well. I'm always very positive about Dubai land. The projects are, if you look at Mohammed bin Zayed Al Road, Emirates Road and all, there's so many new projects coming up over there. So that will definitely a place to invest in Dubai. The airport side, the new airport side, which is DIP and all, again, is a good area where we recently launched some projects as well, fully sold out. The new it's not airport was there from time, but now the it's back again in the news, so that area is also quite good.
And the
Dubai
need is there. Look,
Yeah,
Dubai airport busy. The current airport is busy.
it's so busy.
So
Yeah,
it's busy, and so they need the.
yeah, of course. If you go to any part of the world, like let's say, like if you go to London, you have Gatwick and Heathrow, right? You have two airports, and both of them are busy.
Right.
So I think we are on the same line here.
Oh, that's an
we're going to
interesting
be
point
more-
you made. So
yeah.
we might end up being in Dubai, where both airports are running
Extremely
operational.
busy. Yeah, it's quite possible because you see, there are. If you look even at the New York,
Right.
there are like EWR and you have JFK.
Yes.
And then you have
Newark has its own
Exactly.
airport. Yes.
So I think Dubai is in the same league. We already passed probably where we have a lot of travelers are coming, and
I think they've passed Heathrow like 5 years ago.
5 years
for
ago,
passenger
yeah, absolutely.
traffic.
So even if we have both the airports, I think it'll continue. But
Right.
definitely, we need a bigger airport, and this will definitely satisfy us.
You've achieved a lot professionally, mashallah. What is next for you? Is there a specific dream you're chasing? A goal that you have?
Well, I think I've reached most of the goals which I had planned
Right.
or which I thought about it. But again, yes, you always have something new which keeps you moving. So I'm looking for a couple of things which still going on, which it'll be difficult for me to explain at this point of time.
Okay.
But yes, again, every day is a new day, and every time you have to have certain new goals in your life. So I'm working on a couple of it. I'll let you know soon.
Maybe we'll come back and do a repeat podcast to actually show the people what the things you've mashallah attained and gained. With respect to your journey, what you've already seen, what you've achieved, and the many years to come, may Allah bless you with a healthy life, what do you feel you'd like to leave as a legacy for yourself, for your family, for your next generations? Let's imagine 200 years later, this interview podcast is being seen by your great grandchildren. What are they going to say about their great grandfather?
Whenever you hear things good from your family, especially your kids,
Yes.
kids always make you a hero of the family.
Right.
You love it.
Right.
And even when my daughter, she says that, Dada, something about me, that makes me the happiest thing in my life than anyone else.
MashaAllah.
Right? So you said it right. Like when my kids or my grandchildren, if they see me, first of all, I would say thank you because,
Alhamdulillah.
because you're the one who started this podcast. And definitely, I want them to be a good human being. It's very important. I've learned from my father. I think I've got few qualities which I got it from my dad, my father.
Okay.
And which I would like to extend it to my family as well, which is, very simple, humble. You don't know when the time will change. So
Right.
never try to be smart with people. Always be wiser. And definitely, I would like them to have a financially independent in terms of education or in terms of assets and all. So this is what I'm working at the moment.
Okay.
So yeah, in terms of legacies, I think the most important thing, they should be trustworthy, honest
Right.
in whatever they do, and this is what I want.
That's
from
what you
them.
want to. That's what you contribute. Do you do that with your team that you train as well? The team that you work with as well. Do you try to help them develop in that way as well?
See, we all started a career at some point of time, and we all try to copy our bosses. Am I right or wrong?
Yeah. If you like,
Yeah,
if you like your
if
boss.
you like your boss.
If you
right?
don't like your boss.
If you don't like a boss, then you come out and then you start.
Find another boss or be your own boss.
Exactly. So I strongly believe that if you are good, your team will be good, right? And it reflects in your team. Your actions comes in your team's reactions. So it's always respect. Have respect towards your team. Try to be fair with them. Sometimes they do feel that you're not fair. That's a
Right.
part of the game.
Right.
But try to be fair. Try to be trustworthy. At least they can come and discuss about things with
Right.
you. So I give all this freedom to everyone.
Right.
For me, it's like I'm not the boss. I just come to work, and we are all employees.
MashaAllah.
So this is what I strongly believe, and I guess I've been successful so far in this.
Very nice. I want you to give your final parting advice for today. We'll do this again, inshallah, to the audience. You could talk to the young people who are coming in the industry. You could talk to your own younger self if you want. Irshad, Mr. Irshad, 30 years ago.
Well, 30 years, what I can say is about to the guys who are coming to real estate in Dubai. Guys, believe me, this is the best place in the world to work. There's no other place, there's no other city like Dubai. We all love this place. This is a place where all your dreams will come true. I met so many people, like their life changed. So when you come here, come with some patience, come with a lot of motivation, enthusiasm, and you will achieve what you want.
MashaAllah. So keep patient, keep enthusiastic. Thank you very much for taking the time to speaking with us, coming and giving us your precious advice and sharing your past and your stories with us. For everybody who's going to watch this podcast, I think they're going to enjoy it. And I've certainly enjoyed my time, and I want to. This is a little bit of a small gift for your family and yourself, the chocolates.
Thank you so much. Thanks a lot.
So we want to thank Mr. Irshad again for coming and spending his time. Generally, he's very busy on days, especially during afternoon. So him coming and spending time and sharing his experience and nuggets of gold has been valuable for me. Hopefully it has been for you as well. If you haven't, then obviously hit the like, subscribe and bell icon. If you've not had a chance, you can get one of my books from the Amazon store or our website. If you've enjoyed the content, or if you want similar content, or if you have follow-up questions for him, show some love in the comment section and just put them there. Bye for now.